Hi friends, today we're going to be doing a bag card. That is a card in the shape of a bag which you can give it out for various occasions. So the items that we'll need are, I have a piece of cardstock which measures 5 by 12. If you take a A4 size of cardstock, it's a slightly bigger size than that. That would be 11 and 3/4. This is 12. So, and then I have a piece of same colored cardstock, 2.5 by 5 again. This is for the flap of the bag. Then I have 4 pieces of pattern paper. You can take the same color. I have just changed on one side. 3 sides will be the same. So we have 1, 2, 3 of the same color and the fourth one of a slightly different color. So I'll tell you the reason why. So this is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 square. Okay, so that's 3 pieces of the same color and one of another color. 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I have 2 pieces of pattern paper, which is 4 3/4 by 2. Okay, so that's 4 3/4 by 2 again. And then I have a piece of paper to write the sentiment, 3.5 squared. Then there are other pieces. Now this is I have cut out this was a complete oval. I have used the oval dies to cut out these dies, and I just cut out a oval and have cut it into half. Then there is a lace, some flowers, a bow. Then there's this Velcro. Okay, so this is what I'll be using to close the flap. And I have two small pieces of pattern paper just for decoration. So this is all up to us, the way you want to do it. So we'll just get started. I'll keep these pieces aside. So first of all, we'll take this piece of cardstock and we will make our scoring. So the first score is at 5, second at 6, and the third one at 7. So these are the 3 scores that we need. So we do the second one will be the mountain, and the third one again will be the van. Okay, so this is the way it will be inside. Okay, and this is what will give us the base of the bag. This is on the basis on which it will stand. Okay, then keep that aside, and then we'll just take the other piece of cardstock, which is 2.5 by 5, and this we'll score it at 2 inches. Okay, so this will give us a half inch flap, and which we are going to attach here so that we get a nice flap and our card closes. Okay, so I'll just remove the scoreboard for now. So we'll just go ahead and cut our papers. So this flap, I just wanted to round the corners so I'm just rounding off the corner. And similarly we'll need to do for these 2 papers, which is for the flaps. Yeah, so that's just a small round. If you can see, it's not much. Just move it aside. So now we'll just go ahead and fix our pattern papers. It's really very easy card and a quick card to put together. So we'll just use the liquid glue and fix it. This is for the front of the card. Just ensure that it has a nice border around the sides, and just so this is the front of the card. Now the inside of the card, I'm putting it in such a way that when you open it, it is straight. If you want, you can put it this way, but it wouldn't make sense if because of this pattern. So if your pattern paper is directional, then please make sure that you put it in the correct pattern. This is the inside piece. This is for this portion. On top of this, I will be using the white paper as to write my sentiment. That's the reason I've chosen a different background. So this is where we'll put in our sentiment. It can be used for a variety of occasions. So you can just make this card and keep, and then as and when the occasion arrives, you can put it up. Now before we affix the pattern paper on the back side, there are a few things that we need to do. I'll just first put this on this. Okay. And similarly, I'm putting it on the inside as well. This is completely optional if you want to put it on the inside, and if you want, you can also cover these bits, but I'm leaving them blank. So now what we do is we have to join these so that it looks like a complete single piece, the flap. So I just affix the liquid glue. Liquid glue is easier for these cases because it will help you to, give you some wriggle room because before it dries off. But you can use whichever you find best, that is the red tape or the any other tape. So this is, so that's, we have affixed the flap. So this is how the front of the card would look like. And before we affix this, we also need to put in the handle of the bag, so it will go like so. So I'll just put in a little bit of I'll Just try to place it in the center and just apply the glue. Okay, so that is the handle attached, and now you can put in the pattern paper. Be sure to hide the handle behind the pattern paper. You can also put in white cardstock here to write your sentiment in case you want to, but I'm just putting in the pattern paper so that there is a continuity here. So that is the card. So if you see, this is our card and it is completed. Now we just need to decorate it. So I am just putting in some liquid glue and putting in this lace here. Just leave it for a while so that it settles in, sticks it. So that's that. And now we need to put in the Velcro. So just ensure that you put in Velcro, you keep the Velcro closed, okay, both the pieces together, and then put in liquid glue on one side and try and put it in the center, and then glue on the other side and just try to close it so that it closes exactly where it needs to, and just hold it for a second. So that's that. You just need to hold it for a minute or so, and till the time that I'll just put in my tweezer so that it remains closed while we complete the other portions. I'll just apply liquid glue here, and before that we'll just try, let's look if I need to do this. Yeah, I'll just put in liquid glue here. I have these two small pieces of cardstock, okay, so I'll just cut it out for pattern's sake. So you can make it as thick or thin as you want. The decorating and everything is all up to you. Now the card itself is very, very simple. You can make it as complex decoration as you want. I'm keeping it very, very simple here. So I've just put it here. I'm putting in a bow right in the center of the handle, and the flower here on top of that line. Okay, we just need to give this a couple of minutes to rest because we've used liquid glue. So that's the card completed for now. So as you can see, it's very, very simple. The only thing that you need to take care is that the sizes of the card, and ensure that this piece is stuck And the pattern paper here is stuck last so that everything is concealed inside. So that's a completed card. I'll just show it to you. I'll open and show it to you. This is the inside of the card. You can write in your sentiment and your greeting here. You can also use this portion and keep it white to write in your sentiment if you need to. So that's the completed card. I hope you enjoyed and have a great day.